Hey everybody, good morning. I'm just here having a little coffee in my mug. Um, whoa, great. Uh, so after my little tangent, it must have put something into the universe about my little, checky check not showing up yet. Guess what was out there last night when after literally like not even 5 minutes after I got off the video. I don't know when the guy showed up. Um, I look outside and I was like, wait a minute, I see something white. Cause I looked out the door, went the little window thingy, and I was like, and I know that I had put some cornstarch like in the crevice near the bricks because some ants were trying to get into we're trying to get in to the house, through something. So I was like, I know if you put like powder or anything like that, it's a more, it's one way to get rid of ants and stuff. Um, Instead of spraying like raid around and all that. But I haven't swept it up yet. So I'm like, okay, there's something right there. But I was like, wait a minute, I see something else, and I opened the door, and the letter's there, and guess what it was? Yeah. I was like, okay, I'm sorry, Fidelity. But the reason I was gonna make a video last night, but I was like, nah, because um I ended up not watching Dahmer. I was reading something, and then I ended up just I guess knocking out after a while. And my friend texted me with the three words that get me nervous and get my stomach like turning in knots every time until I find out that it's not about me. She goes, "We need to talk," and I'm like, "Oh God, what did you hear?" Because it's like I knew it was about me or something. Cause she's my friend from work. I'm like, whatever, who I got cuss out. And so she was like, oh no, like it was something else, but it was about just something she's dealing with. But I'm like, oh my God, that makes me so nervous when people say that. But before I go on, I want to say happy early birthday to my friend Gianni. I know we were on the phone like for 2 hours this morning, but your birthday is the first of the month, so that's tomorrow, and you're gonna be at Disneyland. So just in case I don't say it tomorrow, or I forget, or you don't get my text or whatever, happy early birthday. This is it Scorpio? No, not Scorpio. Uh, is it Virgo still? You guys, Alexa, what's the October zodiac?
From PrimeMini.com. The zodiac sign for October are Libra, until October 22nd, or Scorpio, October 23rd onwards.
Oh, it's Libra right now, I think. So, Libra season, I don't know how Cappies and Libras get along. Um, so I know Scorpio's at the end, he's more like November-ish. So, yeah, you guys, happy birthday, early birthday, and like I said, paint your nails black. Because she's asking me black or orange. But anyway, so yeah, unfortunately, like you guys, like I said, like this isn't fun money. Like I was just gonna use it for um a few things to get ahead of a few things. So I might splurge on something, but not really a splurge. I mean, it's something I've been kind of like just I was gonna get, but it's mostly for that. So unfortunately, it's not like ooh, I'm gonna do this and do that with this money. So that's the only downside to it. But yeah, so you know, I was washing out my bottle, and then I was like, let me go get some ice in it, and that's when I was like, let me just look outside real quick. And the thing is, if I hadn't looked outside, it would have been out there all night because I wasn't expecting it to come yesterday because I thought that they would say we delivered it or it was an email or something. So I'm one of those types that I'm just like, let me just double check because I know when they deliver envelopes and stuff like that, um, sometimes they can be a little careless. This guy hit it at least. He hit it like right. He saw that white stuff. He's like, let me just mix it in right here. But I mean, Somebody here got freaking almost a 20. They sent it by mistake, a 20 like something thousand check saying here for retirement check saying here. She didn't know it was coming. They didn't tell her it was coming. They made a mistake and sent it. And they just had it out there, like on the thing, or out here or something, And it's like, if that had gotten in the wrong hands, it's like. But yeah, they're kind of careless sometimes with that kind of stuff, There's definitely places around here to hide it, and I didn't know what was in it at first. So I put it under the mat. I had to leave. I was going to work. I didn't know what it was, so I just put it under there. And then when I got home the next morning, it was like. But yeah, there's places they could have put it out. But I know, like, when they deliver it, it's like they got to make sure the person sees it, so they can't really. Well, let me hide it in the mat. But they'll put it sometimes somewhere where you can see it, and they'll take a picture, be like, "Yeah, I delivered it," but But anyway, guys. So it's Friday. I need to call. I need to come and work it real quick, like after around maybe 8 or 9, because I need to ask something about the whole situation with this. But I'm just like, after what my friend was telling me about what's been going on at work, I just like, I've been thinking about transferring from there, but I'm not sure yet. But then my other friend, she just got hired at another building in Rialto, and so I'm thinking, I don't know. I don't know, her butt might not even stay that long. She's like, oh, I'm gonna stay. I just want to do it like for a couple. She's not like gonna stay there for a long time, type thing. So I don't want to like try to transfer over there or whatever, and then have she's not even there, and then I'm stuck there. So I'm thinking about it. I told her to come back to our building, and she didn't want to because just different reasons. But yeah, she was like one of my like work friends before. We worked in the same area, and then she we trained for the other thing in the same area, like the same thing at the same time, and we just clicked right away because she already had done it at another building. She had already done problem solving, so she was really like always my go-to, like on time and everything. Her and this other guy, and then she left, and I was just like, oh. So yeah, I was like, I'm mad at you because I told your ass to apply this one. And as far as the situation right now with me living here still for the next few months, it would be the same distance getting to that building, the same situation, because it's kind of like I could probably get off at the Fontana station. Cause I went to that one because that's where they had you apply, do your processing at for this building. So I've been in that building, and it was like I got picked up at Fontana station, I think, and it was actually I could have went to either station, Rialto or Fontana, because they're both kind of the same distance from there, and the price was like almost the same, like because it's obviously like the same. So I know where it's at, but I think it's a regular like FC, and I said I don't want to know. I don't know if I want to do that again. I done that my first time with them in during COVID and all that. And yeah, granted, it was a bigger one. It was that one off the 15 in Corona or Eastville, but it's like I said, there was no guarantee I'll get. I had a pretty decent. I had a pretty good gig when I was at Eastville. I should have just stayed, but there was just itch going on. I had to like quit for a while, so I had a pretty. I was like in the supposedly easiest department, and they weren't always beating on my neck or anything. And then I don't know. I just got annoyed because like I labor shared to this other department because after our peak ends, like the regular peak ends, there's the peak for like VRETs and all that. And I was down there, and I just loved it because the people working down there. We just always had so much fun. We had so many funny moments. Like I almost crashed and bumped into some totes because I was like, the guy was like, Jocelyn, you want VTO? And I was like, yes. And then and then he had to message chime the manager, I guess the ops manager, and I was just like, so I was working doing whatever because there wasn't a lot of work at that time, and I was like, just doing whatever, and then I didn't hear him, but I guess he was like Jocelyn, and he went like this. He's so I didn't hear him, so I was talking to one of the other guys, Manny, and I was like, yeah, blah blah, we're talking about something, and he was like, the one guy that asked me if I wanted to VTO earlier was like, Jocelyn, you didn't clock out yet? I said they said they approved it, VTO. I was like, what? And I like turned around and almost crashed into these totes. And we were all dying. I was like, oh my god, none of you saw that. It's funny. But there was funny moments, but then after their season got slow, I had to go back up to pack. So it was like, so yeah, it was an easier department pack single, but I don't know. And I might not get that at her building. I might get put somewhere else. So I'm like, what if I get put somewhere else and then I stuck over there? She's like, you never know because just tell them you did it before. And I was like, I don't know because everybody wants to do that department, And I had been talking to my PA that I had left a few weeks ago. I'm telling him like my plans and everything. And I was like, I don't know. And I was telling him about that, and then he was telling me to try like a similar building to the one we're at. But then the thought, he was like, yeah, and they're gonna put you where they need you at first, but then he said, just tell them that you learned, like with the job you've been doing, and then you learned robots and all that, and problem solving, and then they'll just like, they could like expedite you getting back into that. And I'm like, do I want to do that again? Like, I was thinking to myself, I don't know if I want to do this again. So, I don't know, you guys. I'm thinking about it. I don't know what I can do now. I gotta wait till I'm back and I'm back active in the system again before I can do anything. But I was looking like a week or two ago at the transfer thing, and it was like, oh no, yeah. And then I was thinking, if I go to hers, because I don't think she's working nights, I think she's working days, I would have to do days. And I'm like, I'm not a daytime person. You guys see how I am in the morning. I'm only all zacked up right now because my friend was just talking my ear off about something, and we got all heated. But it would depend when their day shift started. If it starts like at 9 or 10 or something, I could maybe do it, If it's earlier than that, it's hard. It's hard for me to get up. But if I don't know. And I would probably try for like maybe donut schedule. But then I was thinking I always end up getting back half nights or something. It always works that way. Or even if I do back half days, like I wouldn't mind at the other one. But I'm just thinking about it. Yeah, 'cause I think I need to change, Especially since this friend's leaving anyway, and then I don't know what happened with Homeboy. I still don't know what's happening with that. He hasn't, So I'm gonna like wait till I'm, like I said, back in the system, like maybe a month, and then make my decision. But I don't know what I could do now because then it's gonna get to our busy season. So I don't know. I was telling the guy I was talking to, work. I was like, yeah, it's just something for me to like move on, like, But then I don't think it's the same building. I hope not. But some dude I worked with before that, he had a little drama with all of us. Like, just a little spat that got ugly, like. But it wasn't related to work. It was like, something else. But a misunderstanding. He moved to one of those buildings, and I'm like, I want to bump into him, and so I gotta be careful. But yeah, I'm thinking about it. I don't know. I gotta talk to what's her name later. We'll see which building she got to and what what I mean, it doesn't matter what she's doing because it's like if I, she said she already got hired there, so like I don't know, but I will keep you guys posted. Let me get this ish put it into my account so I can handle my business. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good one. Oh, and did I tell you guys I did the roast? I don't know if I said it already. I did the roast. I put the bell peppers in, took them out after an hour. They had got soft, everything. The flavor was extracted. It was like really good. But like I said, that was the way I wanted the roast to be the last time. This time, because I didn't put her like any water this time. That's why it was better. This next one I gotta get another one because I want to make taco meat, like shredded beef taco meat. So I gotta get another one, but probably not at Aldi because Aldi has some decent rolls, chuck rolls, but um, I don't know. I'm limited around this area. Like it's either Vons, Aldi, Baja. Well, I wouldn't go to Baja. I would go to Baja for meat, but I don't know. Oh, I need to go to Traders today. I needed to get something at Traders, and I didn't even check my other account for my other deposit last night. Like, so yeah, I'm just like out of it right now, you guys. But I will talk to you guys later. You know that. Okay, have a good one. Bye.